that they can come on people talking Oh, because you think you're pretty. I'm going to tell you something.
It was a warm evening in late March, the kind where the air hung heavy with anticipation, as if the city itself was holding its breath for something monumental. In a cozy Brooklyn apartment, Papoose lounged on the couch, his phone glowing as he scrolled through X, half paying attention to the world outside his screen. The hum of the city filtered through the open window. Car horns, distant laughter, the pulse of life in New York. Then, the front door slammed open with a force that rattled the walls. Claressa Shields, his girlfriend, stormed in, her gym bag slung over one shoulder, sweat still glistening on her forehead from her latest training session. She was a hurricane in human form, a two-time Olympic gold medalist, undisputed boxing champion, and a woman who didn't tolerate nonsense from anyone. But tonight, something was different. Her usual swagger, that untouchable confidence, was overshadowed by a fire in her eyes Papoose hadn't seen in a while. "Yo, babe, what's good?" Papoose asked, sitting up, his voice calm but laced with curiosity. He could tell she was heated, and not just from the workout. Claressa tossed her bag onto the floor with a heavy thud and began pacing the living room, her sneakers squeaking against the hardwood. Her hands curled into fists, her jaw tight. "These light-skinned haters, man," she spat, her voice sharp enough to cut glass. "I'm so sick of them. Always got something to say. Always trying to tear me down." Papoose raised an eyebrow, leaning back into the cushions, his phone forgotten. "Hold up. Who we talking about? What happened?" She stopped pacing and turned to face him, her chest heaving like she was still in the ring, squaring up for a fight. "I was at the gym, right? Just finished sparring. Feeling good, you know? Then I overhear these two chicks. Light-skinned, fake lashes, the whole vibe, talking mess. One of them says, 'Claressa thinks she's all that just 'cause she got a couple belts.' The other one laughs and goes, 'Yeah, she ain't even that cute to be acting like she run the world.'" Like, what? Papoose let out a low whistle, shaking his head. "They said that to your face?" "Nah, they didn't have the guts," Claressa snapped, crossing her arms. "They were whispering it, like some high school mean girls. But I heard every word. I was this close to walking over there and showing them what these hands can do outside the ring." He chuckled, trying to lighten the mood. "You should have. Would have been a knockout they didn't see coming." Claressa didn't laugh. She dropped onto the couch next to him, her leg bouncing with restless energy, like a coiled spring ready to snap. "It's not just them, Papoose. It's everywhere. Online, in the streets, even in the damn boxing world. These light-skinned girls, and some dudes too, act like I don't deserve what I got 'cause I'm dark-skinned, 'cause I'm loud, 'cause I don't fit their little box. I'm out here breaking records and they're mad 'cause I don't look like their Instagram filters." Papoose nodded slowly, taking it in. He'd seen the comments himself. X was a cesspool of them. People loved to hate on Claressa, and yeah, some of it reeked of colorism. He'd been around long enough to know how the world worked. Talent could carry you far, but skin tone still played a dirty game in people's minds. "Man, they just jealous," he said, resting a hand on her knee. "You're a champ. They can't handle that you're winning and don't need their approval." Claressa sucked her teeth, brushing his hand off, not out of anger at him, but because she was too wound up to sit still. "Jealous, maybe, but it's deeper than that. It's like they think I'm supposed to shrink myself 'cause I'm not their shade. I've been fighting that noise my whole life, Papoose. Growing up in Flint. You think I had it easy? Dark-skinned. Girl in a broke-ass town. No handouts, no pretty privilege. I had to claw my way up, and now they want to act like I don't belong at the top." Her voice cracked slightly, not from weakness, but from the weight of carrying it all. Papoose stayed quiet for a moment, letting her vent. He knew Claressa wasn't one to cry or wallow. She punched through her pain, literally and figuratively. But he could see this was hitting her hard, cutting deeper than the usual noise. "Tell me what you want to do about it," he said finally, his tone steady. "You know I got your back." She leaned forward, elbows on her knees, staring at the floor like it held the answers. "I want to call him out. All of them. The gym chicks, the ex-trolls, the whole damn world. I'm tired of biting my tongue. I'm Claressa Shields, man. I don't crash out for nobody, but I'm about to let them know what's up." Papoose grinned, loving her fire. "Hey, so what's the play? You hopping on live, dropping a post? You know how quick X will eat that up?" Claressa smirked, the first sign of her usual self peeking through. Oh, I'm going live. Right now. They want to talk? Let's talk. She grabbed her phone from her pocket, flipped it to the camera, and hit the button to start an Instagram live. The screen lit up, and within seconds, viewers started pouring in. Hundreds, then thousands, the numbers climbing fast. Yo, what's good, y'all? She said, holding the phone up so her face filled the frame. It's your girl Claressa, undisputed champ, and I got something to say. I'm tired of these light-skinned haters trying to come for me. Yeah, I said it. Y'all been sneak dissing me for years, online, in person, wherever, and I'm done playing nice. Papoose watched from the side, arms crossed, nodding like a proud coach. The comments were already flying. Yes, queen. Who's she talking about? Claressa wild for this. She didn't even glance at them, just kept going, her voice rising like she was shedding every ounce of frustration. I heard some chicks at the gym today talking about how I think I'm all that. Y'all mad 'cause I'm dark-skinned and still running this game? Y'all mad 'cause I don't need your validation? I've been fighting since I was a kid and I ain't stopping for nobody. So if you got a problem, step in the ring. Otherwise, shut up. Papoose could feel it. She wasn't just ranting, she was reclaiming her space. He leaned in closer, just off camera, listening as she laid it all out. The live was chaos now, emojis flooding the screen. Hearts, fire symbols, people typing preach. And tell 'em. Claressa glanced at Papoose and he gave her a nod like, keep going, babe. I'm not here to play small for y'all, she said, her voice steady now, commanding. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I came up rough and I made it anyway. So these light-skinned haters, or any haters, can stay pressed. I'm not crashing out over your nonsense. I'm too busy winning. That's it. She ended the live with a flick of her wrist, tossing the phone onto the couch like it was nothing. The silence in the room was heavy for a second, then Papoose broke it with a slow clap. That's my girl, he said, grinning. You just dropped a whole sermon. Claressa finally cracked a real smile, leaning back against the cushions, some of the tension easing out of her. Felt good, though. They needed to hear it. They did, he agreed, pulling her closer. And they gon' feel it too. You. No ex is blowing up right now. She laughed, a little of the weightlifting. Let 'em. I said what I said. For the next hour, they sat there scrolling through the aftermath. X was a war zone, some people cheering her on, others clutching their pearls, a few trying to clap back but getting drowned out by her fans. Papoose pointed out the best reactions. Look at this one. Claressa just ended colorism in one live. She snorted. If only it was that easy. But the truth was, she'd done something powerful. She'd taken the noise, the whispers, the sneers, the endless attempts to diminish her, and turned it into fuel. Claressa Shields wasn't just a champion in the ring, she was a force who refused to let the world define her. And Papoose, sitting beside her, knew he was witnessing something bigger than a viral moment. This was Claressa claiming her place, unapologetically, and daring anyone to challenge it. As the night wore on, the city outside kept humming, oblivious to the storm that had just passed through their apartment. But inside, Claressa was calmer now, her fire still burning but tempered by the release of saying what needed to be said. Papoose glanced at her, her face lit by the glow of her phone, and felt a swell of pride. You good now, champ? He asked. She looked at him, her smirk returning. Yeah, I'm good. Let him talk. I'm still winning. And with that, the warm March evening rolled on, thick with anticipation, as if the world was waiting to see what Claressa Shields would conquer next.